What's going on, everyone? We're live for CRS-25, Cargo Dragon Capsule Resupply Mission to the ISS. Not to be confused with the ISIS. No, ISS. The space station. Welcome. Let's go ahead and muster up where you from, what you munching on. Nice trophy. Oh, I guess you guys can't see it. Let me get that up and rolling really quick. I'm jelly, man. I don't have enough trophies in my office. Of course, I'm Kevin coming to you from Ohio. Cheers. Just drinking the water today, but out of my new Gadsden flag mug. Love it. Tastes like liberty. First name I saw, Joshua from Alabama. Cool hand. Good to see you, bro. Pepe. Michael Francisco. Hello from North Idaho. Hello from Florida. Dystopian Lucidity. Sherry Peterson. Hello. Missouri and iced tea and watermelon. And thanks for providing your gas prices. Appreciate you. Ryan Ritter, thank you for modding again. Welcome back, bro. It's been 5 months. Work sucks. Yep. Thanks for being here, though. Appreciate you. If you're a Locals member, I do have the Locals chat open off to the side here. Looks like we got the usual suspects. Eric Beavers. Yeah, so obviously I didn't go flying tonight. I was hoping to, but the wind and the gusts picked up a little bit. Maybe in the morning, but it's not looking too good either. Sucks. My life sucks. I'm never gonna fly again. Butet01. Sorry I keep missing the live chat. It's okay, bro. You're here now. It's all that matters. I live in the moment. Fox Pup, good to see you back here. Keith Mabe, another usual suspect. Andy in Colorado doesn't look like he's in Colorado. Are you in at the Cape right now? I think I remember hearing from one of you that you were going to Florida for a launch. That might have been Andy. He thinks he's looking in the right direction. You'll find out in about 5 minutes, bro. Spartina, good to see you. Wan Jockey. Awesome. Where else are we from here? Utah, Spanish Fork, Southern Idaho, New Hampshire. Got a lot of Americans today. A lot of Americans in the chat.
What, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America.
Oh, what we do have an Australian. Hello, Australia.
Austria? Well then, g'day, mate.
Brisbane, to be specific. Rocket Medic. What's going on, Commander? At work today, but made it. Hope your guys' work week is going swell. It's almost over. Hang in there. What's going on, Poland? Sorry, I got no clip for you, bro. Northeast Florida, Miami, Florida. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. So yeah, doesn't look like you guys are really munching on much. Just watermelon, I guess, huh? More Alabama. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the outro or intro, I guess. We're not at the outro part yet. I need to update it once they launch Starship Super Heavy. Hopefully next month. Robin Hood's from Nottingham. Awesome. Yeah, check out the sexy tower in the background, guys. She's sprouting 3 levels high, meow. The East Coast Orbital Launch and Catching Tower. El Paso, Texas. We got Texas. What's going on, Texas?
I pulled him out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
With a Coors Light. Well, you're not eating tacos down there in Texas? Texas tacos? I'm more of a burrito quesadilla guy myself. Peanut butter Oreos. I like the double stuff myself. I'm a classic cream guy. Although check this out really quick. We got about 3 minutes to launch, but I want to share this with you really quick. Let's go display big. Check this. As soon as I get it up on screen here. All right. First person in the chat, and I got my eye on both chats to name it, wins. What do you win? Virtual high five from the Kev. Now, Locals members are going to have a leg up on you guys because I showed this to him this morning. I was so excited. Name this sandwich. Go, 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 go. What is it? What is it? Come on, chats. Come on, chats. Do it. Oregon. Fishborn. Breakfast tacos. McGee steak and cheese. Jump to recent message. Death on a bun. Yeah, Keith Mabe doesn't eat McDonald's. Yeah, the McDonald's steak, egg and cheese. Dude, it went away with the China virus because of the supply shortages. McDonald's brought it back in Ohio at my local McDonald's just this morning. I was like the first one in line because here's the thing. Back when I used to do keto, back when I thought it worked and it was sustainable, I always got paranoid. I was like, man, by the time I get off keto, I'm never going to be able to eat what I like. What I want to eat will probably no longer be on the menus because that's my luck. The apocalypse will happen and all that will be left to eat is bugs and I'll never eat a Big Mac again, that kind of thing. Well, obviously that never happened, but the last time I did keto was right before like COVID hit. So McDonald's took my favorite breakfast sandwich ever, anywhere, off the menu, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, off the menu when I was doing keto because COVID hit, and I never got to eat it again, and I was so pissed. I wanted to go to war with China just over that, but they brought it back temporarily here in Ohio, so Kev was very happy this morning. Just wanted to share love. So everyone needs to contact their local McDonald's and see if you have it where you're at. But do it regardless because, you know, if we bug them enough, maybe they'll bring it back permanently. I think the reason they brought it back at least temporarily is because like a petition went around and everything. So good stuff. Fox Pup is eating popcorn. That's not as exciting, but still it's something. All right, let's turn the volume up. We're about T-minus 20 seconds. Let's light this broomstick.
It's a beautiful time of day to watch this launch if you're out on the beach.
T-minus 15.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition. Yeah. And liftoff.
Headbang.
Liftoff of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket, launching Dragon on the 25th mission to resupply the International Space Station with cool science and a new advanced instrument to more effectively study our planet's climate.
Lots of flamage. Cool science, the NASA guy says. Of course NASA would say cool science. Nerds. That was not a detonation. Fact check, true. Mostly true.
Telemetry nominal.
Controlled detonation.
We are 50 seconds into flight. Successful liftoff from the Kennedy Space Center. Launch Complex 39A. Falcon 9 is heading towards its next major milestone.
Man, get your static under control, brah.
For the point of highest stresses that the
Amateurs
vehicle will experience during ascent. There's the call out for maximum dynamic pressure. So from here, the stresses on the vehicle will get lower and lower as we raise our altitude. Coming up, we've got 5 events back to back. The first of those will be main engine cutoff, or MECO. That's where all 9 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage will shut down.
I'm back chill.
Following that will be stage separation, where the first and second stages will separate. The first stage will flip around to make sure it's headed back towards the landing site and our drone ship named A Shortfall of Gravitas. And then the second stage will ignite its Merlin vacuum engine to boost Dragon into low Earth orbit during second engine start number 1. We just heard the call out there for engine chill-in on the second stage engine starting. The last event is the boost back burn on the first stage. That's to reduce the velocity of that vehicle as we prepare for atmospheric entry. Now,
all right, I'm going to take over a bit here. Yes, this is a SpaceX NASA joint stream, and whenever they do that, it kind of sucks because the quality goes down. SpaceX is now streaming in 4K these days, but whenever them government tax dollars take over, it reduces the quality of the stream to 720. Freaking government. Cheers, government. There goes stage sep. First stage separating from the second stage, with the Merlin vacuum engine for that second stage igniting on the right hand side of your screen there. Oh, check out the first stage just drifting away. Awesome. Into the abyss. We'll catch back up with that in a second. We have a super chat from BFR Eric Beavers. Thought you were going flying. Live stream is better for me, to be honest. Yeah, the wind just picked up. The gusts picked up. And I probably could have pushed it, but it's just no fun when you're getting rocked around up there. So maybe in the morning, but the morning's not looking very, very good either. I'm going to be grounded for life. All right, so left-hand side of your screen, we got a cam. GoPro Cam, very expensive GoPro Cam. Looking down the first stage of the rocket from the inner stage. And we should be seeing some grid fin deployment here soon. There they go. I've been watching too many of these apparently with timing. And those bright flashes you see are from the cold gas thrusters, the ACS-RCS system that helps orient and push the rocket around, kind of like Wally and his fire extinguisher to get the girl when they're floating in space. But once it enters the atmosphere, those grid fins, those big old titanium fly swatters will take over and steer the rocket toward the awaiting drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas, which should be using Starlink, so we shouldn't have any cutout today, this evening, for this landing. Hopefully it's not too dark out there in the Eastern Ocean, relatively speaking. So we'll get to see a pretty clear view of that landing. Okay. Oh yeah, this is flight number 5, actually, I think. I don't want to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is flight number 5. Hold on one second. Let me turn the volume up and I'll just double check. Because I thought it was 6 earlier too, and then I reread it and I think it was 5.
Ignite 3 of the Merlin engines, and that helps slow down the stage as we enter the upper part of the Earth's atmosphere. Following that, there will be a second burn, the landing burn, and there will only ignite a single Merlin 1D engine.
5th flight for this booster.
Down to 0 for a soft touchdown on the drone ship. We've got some great sunlight on the vehicle, and you're periodically seeing some plumes of white. That's actually from our nitrogen gas thrusters that are helping to keep the first stage oriented, engines down, as we are in the vacuum of space at the moment. But once we get through that entry burn, the grid fins, which are deployed, you can see 2 of them on your screen, will then take over control as we start to get atmospheric authority. And then the first stage will only use those grid fins to steer back.
We already talked about that guy. Come on, pay attention. This is true. Thank you, Fox Pup. BFR Eric Whiting. I never knew how to pronounce your last name. We'll call it Whiting because there's one T. Deserves the credit for the answer to the steak, egg, and cheese bagel because he got it this morning on Locals. So I salute you, sir, for knowing your breakfast sandwiches. Okay, there we have the re-entry burn. Good stuff. It's like the 4th of July, and with just one firework, very big firework. They do that re-entry burn to slow down that first stage as it re-enters the denser parts of Earth's atmosphere, so it doesn't do like a belly flopper and break itself apart. Yeah, it's looking quite dark out there in the ocean at this hour. I guess it is almost 9 p.m. Eastern time, and that's far Eastern time. I'm on the very west side of the Eastern time. Gotta think that one through.
If we're successful in recovering this Falcon 9, it'll mark its 5th successful landing and our 130th landing overall of a Falcon 9, including Falcon Heavy missions.
Man, 130th landing. Time goes by so fast. I remember when they were in their infancy. Sean, Sure, you don't want to catch a job at SpaceX announcing their live streams. Prefer your broadcasts over there. So I appreciate you, man, but I don't think they'd want me. Okay, here we go with the landing burn. Let's turn it up.
On the right-hand side of your screen is our drone ship. And also keep an eye out on the left-hand side of your screen for landing leg deploy.
Keep the feed or you're fired. Literally.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
Check it out. Yeah. Yeah.
People real excited
Please clap.
behind me. Right in the middle.
Put out the
Fifth landing
fires.
For this Falcon 9, 130th landing overall for an orbital class rocket. Beautiful sight to see. Now coming up next is second engine cutoff number 1, or SECO 1. We'll expect the Merlin vacuum engine to stop firing just about 30 seconds from now. It's carrying the Dragon spacecraft to its drop-off orbit around our planet. After we complete second engine cutoff number 1, we'll do a quick check to make sure that the burn performance is as expected.
Stage 2 FPS.
We're in the targeted orbit. We usually hear that called out as a nominal orbital insertion or a good orbit call out on the loops.
Hey, what's going on, old man Gib? Old man Gib, good to see you back, dude. Thank you for that super chat tip. Hey, Puddin'. I thought you were going to send me the info on where I can buy me a wife kind of like the one you got. Craigslist. Thanks, Kev, for your humor when the day really sucks. Have a great day, brother. You too, man. Appreciate you stopping by and enjoying this stream with me with old Skunkhead. I don't know this guy's name, but I really love his do, man. He's got that white street up the middle. I need to do that. Heck yeah. Skunk Brigade. Muster up. Greg Swanson. Are you related to Ron? Thank you for the $5 tip. Will they ever launch east from California and land in a desert in Nevada? I think they've proven it safe by now. No, there are no plans. I don't think they ever will, to be honest, because they don't really have the need. They have obviously Vandenberg, but they have the Cape and they have Boca Chica. And here's the fun fact: originally, SpaceX purchased the Starbase land in Boca Chica for Falcon, so they could launch these Falcon missions from South Texas. But then they decided to make it their base of Starship operations. So I guess we'll just leave the desert landing to Blue Origin. But who knows? You know, Elon gets these ideas in his mind. Maybe he'll just buy the entire state of Nevada and then just launch everything from there. I don't know. He's bipolar when it comes to buying shit and then not buying shit. So right now you're seeing the inside of the trunk of the Cargo Dragon capsule. They're waiting to separate it, jettison it from the second stage, which they'll then do a retrograde burn. Retro burn. It's very retro, bro. Very 80s. Turn around, burn it, slow it down, drop it out of the orbit, and land it or splash it down in the drink. Turn it into a home for the fishies. What remains of it, at least. Andy, did you get to see it in IRL, Andy, in real life? That's what the kids say these days, IRL. They just abbreviate it because it's quicker than saying in real life, except for when you have to explain what it means to people like me that just never are good with acronyms. Come on, are we going to have jettison or not? I guess we got a few more seconds. Junk in that trunk? Heck yeah, man. This is upskirt photo, bro. AOC would be so proud.
To the International Space Station.
Dragon separation confirmed.
Hey, buddy. Hi, Bubba.
Phenomenal. So with that, CRS-25 gently floating away from Falcon 9's second stage.
You stink.
Again, coming up next, we've got
You
some
need
service
tic-tac.
section Draco checkouts, as well as nose cone opening. But that's actually going to complete my coverage here from Hawthorne. So I'm going to pass it over to Sandra at Houston to check in with the teams there. Sandra?
You want to say something?
And thanks, Shiva. Welcome back into the International Space Station Flight Control Room.
Very interesting.
That was a beautiful launch from here in Mission Control Houston. Right now, we're just standing by for confirmation of the nose cone deployment.
PPOP has this habit of like getting his head under my arm when I'm trying to use my mouse because he's nudging me to pet him. He's very demanding. You guys check out that light show just now that Dragon gave us, the thrusters firing. It's good stuff. Okay, I see it. Okay, Doggo Cam. There he goes. Strutting his stuff. You could be a model walking like that. Shaking your tail feather. Oh, yep. Just like a model, he's got to turn at the end and come back. And then lay down because he's lazy.
Of cargo and supplies, including a variety of science investigations, hardware, and fresh food for the crew on station, such as apples, oranges, cherry tomatoes, onions, carrot, garlic, tahini, and even shelf-stable cheese.
Man, they're eating better than I am up there, where there's no food that they can grow. I guess they can grow food on the space station. Gross food, though. They don't get steak, egg, and cheese bagels up there. Hey, Eric, thanks again, man. What's the latest on the Orbital Launch and Integration Tower in Boca? Any news on the damage? Yeah, so I was researching today for tomorrow's episode of SpaceX in the News, and from what I'm seeing, even though the launch table looks a little dirty, it doesn't look too bad. I wasn't even sure for a minute there if they were actually going to take the booster back to the high bay like Elon was saying, but they were about to lift it off the pad when I was wrapping up my research this morning and writing the script. So I don't know. So far I haven't heard anything about there being any damage that's going to slow them down. It sounds like Elon is still planning on launching next month. Okay. And I can tell you that before the explosion happened, SpaceX was targeting August 8th for the orbital launch. Now the explosion happened, and Elon's saying, they're still targeting next month. It's probably not going to be the 8th. It's probably going to be after that, but that's for you guys. Okay, and I'll go over more of this stuff in detail in tomorrow's episode. So make sure you subscribe on both Rumble and YouTube. Whichever one you're watching on, I recommend Rumble, but I also recommend you watch on both. Rumor going around that SpaceX is planning on catching Booster 7. I know that's what they want to do. And with their plans they submitted to the FCC that we went over in our last episode, obviously that's what they're going to aim for. So they threw that in there kind of as a safeguard so they can do it if it comes to that. Will they? I don't know. See if things get crazy. If they're feeling rambunctious, maybe they will. What are they talking about? They're talking about a whole lot of nothing. So we're going to go to me. We're going to wrap this thing up. It's still windy out, man. It's getting too dark to fly. Flying is, it takes a lot of like pre-planning and commitment. And we're talking about flying paramotors, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, because I was going to fly tonight. But man, the conditions have to be almost perfect. And not just with the weather, but there's several varieties, and we'll talk about them when I get to go up. I'll make that one of our points or one of our topics of discussion while I'm flying. All the variables and factors that go into the equation that allow you to actually launch. But the wind just wasn't cooperating, which sucks. Because other than that, I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful day today, wasn't it, PPOP? Answer Josh, Kev. All right, I got to find Josh, says Ryan. Oh, Josh is talking about Wilson. Is there a question about Wilson? Making me scroll through the chat. I don't know. What's Josh's question? Right above you. Oh, even or odd what? Is that the question? What are we talking about specifically? Oh, even or odd launch date. I don't know. They were targeting even, so I'll go with even. What are we looking at here? What's going on with the camera, brah? Huh. The AI has taken over. The camera is doing its own thing. It's interesting. This is something new. All the nerds just got excited, like, what's gonna happen? Some raw footage we're getting here. This is a treat. Where's it gonna lead us? Trying to figure out where this camera is exactly. Is it the trunk? Is it the nose cone? Nope, it's definitely the trunk. There's some pretty stars, pretty stars. We got a gimbling camera that's taking on its own life, its own destiny. It's doing its own thing. It's like no controller is gonna tell me what to do and point me in the right direction. Ooh, shooting star. That's not what that is. Okay. All right. Let me quickly scroll through both chats really quick so then we can wrap this thing up. Peeps is already out for the night. Usually his bedtime's like 9:30, but he's hitting the hay early. When I found out that Velveeta didn't initially need to be refrigerated like cheese was, yeah. You funny fox pup. What wing do I fly? I fly a Spider 3. It was, I don't know if it's still considered new, but it was like brand new when I purchased it almost a year ago. Or no, it was a year ago I bought that. I've only flown with it a few times though. It's a pretty spicy wing, man. Ozone, yep. Scott knows the ozone. It's an ozone wing. Also got an ozone reserve. Shoot, brah. Ah! She scared me. She just came out of nowhere. NASA lady. Sneaky NASA lady. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there, you guys. On behalf of me, myself, and Wilson. Wilson! I appreciate you stopping by and tuning in with us for this awesome SpaceX launch of CRS-25 at Cargo Dragon resupply mission to the ISIS, to the ISIS. I will see you back here tomorrow for our 335th episode of SpaceX in the News. Until that time, Godspeed.